Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Men shot in Harbourview Drive-by died. The two men who were shot and injured by gunmen in Harbourview on Friday have succumbed to their injuries. Report from the Constable Communications Unit, the Police Information Arm, are that about 8:30 a.m., two men, whose names have not been released, were traveling in a Toyota Probox motorcar, and upon reaching a section of Sir Florizel Gaspol Highway, Bayshore Park, they were reportedly attacked by gunmen. Sources reported that several explosions were heard. The police were called to the area, and during a search, the victims were found suffering from gunshot wounds in the vehicle. The injured men were taken to hospital, where they were admitted but later died. Businessmen charged with kidnapping assault. Two businessmen suspected of being the mastermind behind a failed $50 million cocaine shipment destined for the United Kingdom are now behind bars. Accused of the dramatic kidnapping and pummeling of a custom broker they believe foiled the arrangement, law enforcement sources have revealed. The cocaine, with a street value of US $363,000 or approximately 54.4 million Jamaican dollars, was reportedly stashed in packages labeled as jerk seasoning when it was intercepted at Sangster's International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James, on August 2nd by detectives assigned to the Narcotics Police Division. The businessmen were already being sought in connection with the shipment, according to sources close to the investigation, who requested not to be named because they are not authorized to speak publicly about the case. The battered male custom broker was reportedly hired to handle the shipping arrangement. A second custom broker, accused by the businessmen of plotting to steal the cocaine containment shipment, narrowly escaped their wrath as both men were apprehended by police investigators when they showed up at her St. Andrew home to exact vengeance, sources close to the probe have charged. The businessmen were formally charged on Tuesday with kidnapping and assault and are set to appear in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court next Tuesday. Their names have not yet been released because detectives are conducting additional investigations, the police have explained, raising the possibility that they could face more criminal charges. Both men are from Upper St. Andrew addresses. Investigators claim that the businessmen, angry that the shipment had been intercepted, lured the male custom broker to Devon House near the New Kingston Business District in St. Andrew about midday on August 3rd. The customs broker was accused of failing to send off the shipment of jerk season that was subsequently found to be cocaine. He was reportedly ordered into a Toyota motorcar where he was blindfolded, his mouth gagged with duct tape, and his hands and feet bound. He was severely beaten to his head, face, and other parts of his body, causing bruises and swelling according to a preliminary police report. He was kept like this for over an hour, after which the cover was removed from his eyes. He saw the two men who threatened to kill him and his family if he did not return the goods and monies that they gave him to do the shipment to the United Kingdom, added the report. Further, it is reported that the businessmen were arrested after they forced the custom broker to lead them to the home of the female custom broker, who they accused of plotting to steal the cocaine containment shipment. Westmoreland man shot dead at shop in his community. The Westmoreland police are probing the gun slaying of a man by an unidentified assailant at a shop in his community yesterday morning. The dead man has been identified as 28-year-old Jason Powell, who was of a Friendship District Westmoreland address. Reports are that about 11:35 a.m., Powell was at a shop when a motor car drove up from which a man alighted. The man reportedly pulled a firearm and opened fire, hitting Powell before making his escape in the waiting vehicle. The police were summoned, and Powell was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead upon arrival. No motive has been established for the shooting. Daring double shooting rattles Portmore fishers. Fisher folks at the Portmore Fishing Beach at Dyke Road in St. Catherine Municipality are appealing to the security forces to help keep away unscrupulous individuals from the property following yesterday's shooting of two men close to the seaside. A marine police post at the location proved to be no deterrent to two men traveling on a motorcycle who entered the premises about 2 p.m. and shot two men before making good their escape. Reports are that the gunmen briefly spoke to a group of men before opening fire at the two, who were subsequently rushed to hospital. Up to news time, the police said they are still being treated for injuries. Strangers will come up here a bait way up. Nobody no supposed to can come down here so, unless them a fisherman will base on the beach, one fisherman lamented. You no work here so, you no need for there so, and most fish here come by and leave. No come and associate down here. Another fisherman who witnessed the shooting is thankful for a wasp nest, which he claimed caused him to be out of sight of the gunmen. You see how close me dey to them? One wasp did dey over my head and a bother me, so me go lick off the nest and the wasp them still a come round, so me couldn't sleep on the fridge top. Me have to go over under the tree root, so I that make them no see me, he explained. He was awakened by the loud explosions and stood his ground until the gunmen rode away. I did shot them wake me up, but me just happy say God work it out that way. I was in the tree root asleep, and the wasp them save me, cause it's like them just a shoot anything or anybody with them see, the fisherman lamented. The fisher folk are hoping that yesterday's incident will not turn away potential customers. Since the start of the week, shooting have kept crime scene investigators busy in Portmore. Up to August 11, the St. Catherine South Police Division have recorded a 17% increase in murders year on year. However, shooting for the period have decreased by 11%, falling from 63 to 56. The division has 75 murders compared to 64 for the corresponding period, January 1 to August 11 in 2020. 544 new COVID cases, 8 deaths recorded in Jamaica. The country recorded 544 new COVID-19 cases and 8 deaths on Thursday, bringing the infection total to 56,709 and death toll to 1,276. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported that the new cases comprise of 328 females and 216 males with ages ranging from 78 days to 90 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 85, St. James 81, Manchester 71, St. Catherine 54, St. Elizabeth 53, Westmoreland 47, Trelawney 42, St. Anne 38, Hanover 35, Clarendon 26, Portland 6, St. Thomas 4 and St. Mary 2. The latest deceased include 94-year-old female from Trelawney, whose death was previously under investigation, 48-year-old male from Trelawney, 47-year-old female from St. Anne, 36-year-old male from St. Mary, 70-year-old female from Clarendon, 47-year-old female from Clarendon, 65-year-old male from St. Elizabeth, and 40-year-old female from Manchester. Jamaica has 7,678 active cases after 24 persons recovered from the virus, bringing the total number of recoveries to 47,389. Currently, 359 people are hospitalized, 34 of which are critically ill, while 81 are moderately ill. Stony Hill to receive Jamaica I to assist in crime fighting. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of National Security, Senator Matthew Samuda, has stated that Jamaica I is one of the suite of tools that will be used to improve crime-fighting capabilities in Stony Hill. Jamaica I plans to have a national presence and has been building out accordingly. All town centers are a priority to the ministry and Stony Hill is one of such commercial centers, Samuda said during a tour of Stony Hill Police Station and the town centre on Thursday. The minister, who was accompanied by a Member of Parliament for St. Andrew West Rural, Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn, explained that despite a general downward trend in serious and violent crimes for the St. Andrew North Police Division, Stony Hill has recorded an increase in crimes during the past few weeks, which the Jamaica Constabulary Force has been working to curb. He noted that under the ministry's project Rebuild Overall and Construct ROC, a number of Jamaica I cameras will be installed in the Stony Hill community. The JCF needs a lot more investment if it is to truly be able to provide the sort of security needed nationally in every crevice. The government is working and has prioritized its investment in security, which is evidenced by the mass renovation of just over 100 police stations, and we are still doing so despite budgetary cuts imposed due to COVID-19 pandemic. It is also well known that Jamaica I function as a force multiplier, and we must like to ensure that we have a force multiplier in effect for Stony Hill, added Samuda. Meanwhile, Superintendent of Police and Commanding Officer for the St. Andrew North Police Division, Aaron Fletcher, said the use of technology is for enhancing the Jamaica Constabulary Force ability to combat crime. I speak specifically to the Jamaica I surveillance system that are being installed, which have assisted with criminal apprehension. They have gone far in assisting us with our efforts to treat with investigation and the identification of perpetrators, he said. Superintendent Fletcher also pointed out that the JCF is able to use technology to track motor vehicles that have been used to aid in committing crimes, citing recent cases where vehicles used to commit crimes have been intercepted shortly after. He explained that the space of violence recorded in recent times has been a brewing issue which spans over a 2-year period where there have been conflict between two rivaling gang factors. I want to appeal to those in the communities who are aware of what is happening and who can assist the police in resolving various issues to provide the police with whatever information they can. Speak up now so we can stop it, the crime, in its track and save the lives of your young men and women to make Jamaica a brighter place, added Fletcher. Samoda pointed out that the original Stony Hill police station, which was once a courthouse, will be replaced. It was not built for this purpose and is in a chronic state of despair. This is one of the stations under Project ROC, which is expected to start construction in the coming financial year, and we're expecting significantly to improve the operations of the Jamaica Constabulary Force in this area, Samoda stated. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.